Welcome to the T.S.D.N Network, and I'm Kurt Schweiger, and I have a very special guest on here tonight, Tyler Kulka from the Nashville Cats and of the Lunkers. He was with the Lunkers, and I'm excited to have him here. And welcome on, Tyler.
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I can't stand that when my trailer skips like that. It skipped on me a little bit, which I'm not sure why that's doing that, but
Weird.
uh, this StreamYard stuff, had more problems with the StreamYard stuff than enough. Brian was really excited to have you on. He was going to talk about something, a lot of other things. We've been doing the Rougarou, Louisiana Rougarou podcast also. So we've been doing that. And,
Nice.
we do these T.S.D.N around the leagues ones. And, we're excited about doing different things. But so glad to have you here, man. So was it football always your passion, or did it just kind of come to you, or is it something you always wanted to do, or?
Well, it started off when I was really young. I used to watch my dad's old high school highlight tape and dress up in my Lions Halloween costume and run around the house with a football, and just wanted to play football ever since then. I've always taken a love to just sports in general. I played hockey growing up and soccer, and even in high school played hockey and baseball and basketball as well as football. And football kind of was just my true love. Like, I really enjoyed playing the game, and I really took a liking to it and started to really dive in and get really into the game. And it's something that a lot of players come in and they play for money or they have their why, but my why is just I really love the game. I love this game of football. It's a blast to me.
Well, I didn't think I was going to be able to have you get on here because, it's hard to get. You're a pretty good football player. I really admire you. You're doing well. I think the Cats are going to be good this year. So I'm going to be watching. Only thing I don't like with AF1 is the YouTube channel. I wish they would have I know they have a YouTube channel with their games. You know what I mean? So you can actually watch their games and stuff. So, but you
Yeah.
can go to Evergreen and watch the games, right?
Yeah. They last year they had basically all the games besides the game of the week on Evergreen, and then the game of the week was on TV. Yeah, so that was really cool. And then I don't know what their plans are for this year. I believe they're possibly planning on doing Evergreen again, plus also on TV as well. So I think they're trying to figure out what their plan is and what their best thing to do is for TV this year. I don't think it's necessarily decided just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I love AF1. I'm from the old days when you watched the AFL, with Kurt Warner and Aaron Garcia and stuff like that. But I'm getting into it. I'm getting into these new teams like the Nashville Cats. I'm pretty sure they're good. I'm in the NAL. I like the NAL. Been watching that. I started watching the Arena League here a little bit. Brian actually introduced me to the Arena League.
Yeah.
Tim Brown, Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
I started watching it. I couldn't get into it. I started watching it and I couldn't get into the, no field goals, no extra points, no kickoffs, not a kickoff, but a throw off.
Yeah.
So it kind of, then once I started watching it, you know what I mean? You could see that the quarterback's getting more play and the receivers are getting more play than taking time to kick a field, you know what I mean? And field goal and extra point and all that. So I actually started a lot more action to it, really.
Yep. Yep. No, yeah, I really enjoyed it kind of going from the AF1 to the TAL. It's a different way to play the game of football, but honestly, to me, football is football. So it's kind of cool to be on the field a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it too. Football is football, and I love it. I got into it. Now I'm hooked. Now I actually picked the team. I went after I picked the team, the Harbor Monsters. They left and they're going to AF1, so they're going to be there with you, Tyler. So they're going to be your competition.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, the Harbor Monsters are a great organization. Their owner's really awesome. They got a great coach over there. So, I'm excited to see them make the jump to the AF1. I think, they obviously I went down there and played against them with the Lunkers, and they have a great organization, a great fan base, and like I said, great ownership. So I'm excited to have them as a team in the AF1. The more the merrier. We love it.
Yeah, I'm a writer, so I have a lot of books out there, and I do a paranormal investigation channel, CDSB Ghost Chaser and stuff. So I do these weird things. So I've been trying to do different things with my trailers, and to add different special effects in there. So I'm doing different things, with it. So I don't know. People probably think I'm different or weird, but I like doing things differently. You know what I mean?
I think if you do things different, that's how you know if you're doing it right. You know what I mean? Like I think that's how when you do that and people think you're weird, that's usually the most successful people are that way, right?
Yeah, I try to do things differently. Like in some of my books that I've written, or angels, demons, and strange experiences, different things like that. But yeah, I'm excited to have you on. Here a couple weeks ago, we had McConney. I cannot say his last name, but he played for the Harbor Monsters. He
Mm-hmm.
said he retired, and he's young. He retired. I don't know why. There must be a reason behind it. But I told him, I said, you're going to miss it, and you're going to miss the game.
Mm-hmm. What do you say? What do
Uh,
you say in response to that?
uh, he said he's something about wanting to write a book, or I asked him if he wanted to get into coaching. He said he'd be interested in getting coaching.
Mhm.
And I got my co-host on, so he probably have some questions for you, Tyler.
All right, well, sounds good. I'm excited.
There he
Hello,
is.
Brian.
Sorry.
How you doing?
Hey, how y'all
How's it
doing?
going, Brian?
All
I
right.
told you I'd
What's
get.
up, Tyler?
I told you I'd get Tyler Kulka on here.
Oh,
I'm here.
I knew you would. I just didn't think it would be this early. I just got off of work and just got home. So,
Gotcha.
how
Well,
you
it's good
doing,
to see
sir?
you. I'm glad you made it.
I wanted to grab him because I didn't want to, lose him. He might not get him again. And it was
Right.
weird, you guys. I was watching down on the screen down here before Tyler came on, and Coach O'Neill of the Harbor Monsters popped up and popped back off. He came on and came because I wanted to hear what's going on. What's going on with the Harbor Monsters. Now they're the Minnesota Monsters, and they didn't leave in good standings with each one another, the league and the coach there, O'Neill. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully you give me a little bit of inside scoop on what's going on there. And he popped on, popped right off. So I don't know.
Hopefully that wasn't because of me. Me and Coach O'Neill have a
Why?
Maybe
great
he's coming
relationship,
back.
though,
I
so
don't
I
know.
know it wasn't because of that.
Why, Tyler? Coach
Hopefully not.
O'Neill?
What'd you say?
I said, do you know Coach O'Neill?
Yeah. Obviously, I played against him with the Lunkers, and I talked to him after the game or whatever, and game respect game. He's a great coach, so I don't think it was because of me. We have a good relationship.
So y'all
Yeah,
had
I think
a press
I
conference
didn't.
yesterday. What was the big news that you had released at the press conference?
For the Nashville Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced that our team is officially playing our games in Clarksville at F&M Bank Arena. That's kind of where we finished our season last year. We started at the Municipal Auditorium in downtown Nashville, and then we played the Military Appreciation Game in Clarksville, Tennessee, about 40 minutes away from the city, and in F&M Bank Arena. And so we had a ton of fans come out to the game. They love us there, and so we got a really great following, obviously, in Nashville and in Clarksville. And so, it was just trying to decide, do we stay in the city at the Municipal Auditorium, or do we go up to Clarksville at F&M Bank Arena? And I believe that was the big press conferences. They officially announced that our home games will be played at F&M Bank Arena this season.
From what
Have you
I've seen,
seen the arena? Does it look
the
cool?
fans spoke out and wanted Clarksville.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It's crazy because obviously, playing there twice and feeling the fans there. I remember, my first touchdown there was crazy. I got absolutely smoked. We were playing Corpus Christi, and I got absolutely smoked, and I threw the ball, and I didn't even see the touchdown. All of a sudden, I just heard the crowd roaring, and I was like, "Oh, this is great!" So that was a cool experience for sure. And F&M Bank Arena is definitely a very cool place to play.
It looked nice on TV. I mean, I definitely watched your games, and I'm a fan of yours. And I was impressed when CURT said he could get you on the show, and so I was looking forward to this one. I just didn't expect it at this hour. I thought we were starting an hour later, so that's why. sorry for the
No,
delay
don't be
and the
sorry at all.
miscommunication.
I'm glad you made it. Don't be sorry at all. I'm glad you're here.
And I don't know if CURT explained to you, I got him hooked on the TAL just 2 weeks ago, maybe
A couple weeks ago. Yep.
Yeah,
I haven't even
not even during the season.
I'm still watching
know
season 1. I'm still watching season 1, but I'm getting to where Tyler Kulka was with Tyler. You were with the Lunkers, so I was watching. Became a fan of the Lunkers after watching you play with the Lunkers. So I was actually rooting for you. You know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that for sure.
It's
crazy. My TAL stint was very short lived, and I only got to play 2 of the 5 other teams when I was there. So, it was very interesting and crazy. I played 4 games and played the Duluth Harbor Monsters 3 times. So yeah, that was a little crazy that I ended up playing them so many times, but it was cool. I had a great experience. Obviously, just football is football, and I just enjoyed playing.
You did beat them the first time.
We did beat them the first time, for sure. We had a good team around us. I got good players around me and a good coaching staff. So, I was blessed to get that W.
I was big into bass fishing when I was in high school, and I think it was 86. We took a family trip up to Springfield, Missouri, and where Bass Pro Shops national headquarters is. And once they came out with that name, I fished the Ozarks when I was, a teenager. And once they came out with that, I was hooked, literally hooked. And, CURT couldn't believe that they named the team Lunkers, that it was a fish, and I just showed the pictures, so tell us a little bit about your experience there in Ozarks besides the few games that you did get to play. I mean, is it something that you're going to go back to this year? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Well, I know the AF1 season runs a little differently this year. So I don't think it's going to allow me to be able to do both again. So I don't know if I'll have that same option. But I will say being in Springfield was really cool. The people were really cool. The fans were really cool. And then also, I got to go to, Bass Pro Shops, the headquarters, and that was really cool. Going to their huge aquarium there. That was really awesome. And then my wife got us the opportunity to go to like a big, a African safari where you feed the animals or whatever. And so we had a ton of laughs from that. They have a really, really cool one there in Springfield. Just a lot of cool, fun stuff to do in Springfield. We had a great time, and it was a lot of fun being down there for that month I was there.
Well, Brian, what are you thinking? My friend, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
So what are you thinking, my friend? Can you hear me?
Kind of froze up there. Did you get a chance to go to Branson, Missouri?
No. I stayed mostly in Springfield with the team and stuff like that. Trying to, when you come in, 6 games into a season, 5 games into a season, you really got to learn a lot about, your teammates, your players, what makes them tick, what they can do, what they can't do, and there was a lot of stuff I had to focus on, with the team, obviously.
I didn't know if they had anything set up where you go out of town or go to the lakes or whatever, experience the scenery up there. It's beautiful up there.
Oh, it really is beautiful. Driving through, some of the national parks and stuff like that. They did have a planned trip. It was on a bye week, and I don't think I'd see my family or been home for, I think, 4 months at that time. So I was like, I'm going to go see my family on the bye week, shoot home really quick, and then head back over to the Ozarks. So I remember that was one thing. Instead of going on a fishing trip, I was like, I'm going to go see my parents and say hi and stuff like that. My brother was in town and all that good stuff. So it was really good. And my wife needed it for sure.
That's understandable.
Yep.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Of course. Anytime. I'm glad you guys invited me.
Hey, I've been driving you nuts, Tyler, and I didn't mean to. But he's such a huge fan. He loves, and I love the cats, and I'm a fan also. So, and I've been wanting to get you on. I probably drove you nuts
No, you didn't drive me nuts at all. And the Cats are here to stay. I'm excited. The Cats is the greatest. It's been the greatest blessing for me. I love it in Nashville. It's awesome. So we're gonna keep it rolling. Kulka Mania lives on.
Did you play for Nashville last year?
Yeah. I came in week 3 of the season. I started the first game. Apparently, there were 2 quarterbacks there, and had a rough game. And there was some changes that happened. They kind of brought in a bunch of guys really early, and so I got brought in. And was competing against Rakeem Cato. A lot of respect for him. Great quarterback out of Marshall. One of the top all-time leading passers in the NCAA. And he's just a great dude. He really helped me learn the game. And then they played against Albany Firebirds that first week, and we took a loss, and Rakeem Cato got traded. And so, then it was kind of my turn to take the reins, and took over and finished 7-3 as a starter with 49 touchdowns and only 2 picks. And just, but really, statistics are all great, but man, I had great receivers, and my coaches were really good at calling plays. And, it's just, the fans are great over there. The players are great. And, the team that we're building is really awesome. And so, that's kind of what brought me back to signing back and wanting to go back in Nashville with those guys.
I worked with the Louisiana Voodoo last year, so that's why I was asking, because, our season was a total disaster. So that's why I didn't really get to focus on any of the other 15 teams in the league last year. So
Right.
I was just focused on our team, and you know what happened. So, I mean, there's no sense in going into detail with that.
Yeah, no,
it wasn't pretty.
There was a lot of stuff that happened in the beginning of the season with AF1 last year. And I know that this year, they're really going to right the ship, and, they're showing us a lot of good things. And, there's a lot of teams, stable teams that are coming in, and there's a lot of, great stuff that's happening in the AF1. And, having that successful season last year is building upon the future. And I really think that, and we'll see what ends up happening, but I really feel like the AF1 is trending in the right direction right now.
Do me a favor and take care of Beaumont. Take them out, please.
I don't know, Beaumont. I think their red turf is sweet. They haven't released a schedule yet, but if I get the opportunity to go down and play a game in Beaumont, that'd be pretty sweet. That red turf is awesome.
Yes, take care of them. Too bad you weren't in the Tyler. You take care of the Omaha Beef for us. There's one team.
It was crazy. I had a conversation with the Omaha Beef going to the Slaughterhouse. That's also a pretty cool stadium as well. The orange turf there is pretty awesome as well. Yeah. So, man, I know they got a good team over there. They got great coaches. Their OC, I know personally, super good dude. Worked with me at the National Scouting Combine, and their head coach is just a really good guy. Talked to him for a while, so they got some great things over there in Omaha.
They do. I just don't care for them. I don't know what it is. Like Brian, I always tell Brian, I don't know why. It's just something about the beef. You know what I mean? I don't care for them.
Something about the beef.
Well, somebody commented on Facebook or something here a couple weeks ago, and I was commenting. And he said something about steak or something when they're talking to Omaha Beef, and I just wrote a little statement. I said, I like mine well done, please. And I don't know, however they took it, I don't know. I didn't mean it in a mean way. But,
right. I love it. It's a good comment. I love the banter. It's awesome.
Yeah, but you guys saying here on my thing here, my chat, we got a couple of people watching, but saying having trouble connecting, please check your internet connection. No. So I checked my internet connection. Everything looks good.
Oh, that was me. That was me earlier. I was having trouble trying to get on. So
all right.
That was Facebook, so that was just me.
Sorry, Tyler, man. I tell you, we've had some stuff. We've lost episodes. We're talking to Coach Solo. Yeah, the Pueblo Punishers. And he was on. We did an hour and 20-minute interview.
Completely disappeared.
That's just crazy.
I call it the lost episode. It's just whatever happened. I remember distinctly pressing record. It recorded. It was recording. We were playing.
He did.
Yeah, and don't know where it went.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's the new team in the AL, right? They just got brought in.
Yes, the new expansion team in Pueblo.
That's right. I did hear about that.
Yeah, it was That was something else awful. That's why I'm sitting here going like this, hoping I don't lose you, Tyler. I don't want to lose anymore. I got to check all my connections and over here going like checking everything, just make sure I don't lose you, But
Yeah.
I'm so glad to have you on here. And
before we go live, I normally remind them to press the right button to get us on.
To make sure. To make sure.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't here to do it today.
No.
No, I did it, but I was scared shitless. Let me tell you, about having somebody behind me watching me, do this stuff. But I was scared. I'm telling you. But I'm so glad we got you on, and Brian, and I wanted to get you on too for Brian because Brian, he loves you.
I'm a big fan. I followed you, so I'll be following you this year with Nashville.
There we go. Kulkamania lives on. Don't you worry.
Yep, give them help.
I'll be following your Kulkamania and the Cats.
Sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited. It's going to be a fun year with the Cats for sure.
It will be. I'll be watching. Now, Brian's telling me how to watch you guys' games through Evergreen, so I'm going to probably watch, get on there. And if I have to go to Evergreen just so I can watch your games, Tyler, I'm going to get Evergreen and get on there and watch those games. So
there you go. Well, it's all free. So if it's on Evergreen, it's all free. So that's a great thing. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Vice TV would be the only one that you'd have to subscribe to because I have that through Hulu. So, but
yeah, that's right. Vice TV is on Hulu, but also it's actually national TV, right? I'm pretty sure it's up there.
Yeah,
right?
It's a national channel, but I mean it's not free where you can just stream it. You have to YouTube TV or Hulu or cable, local cable,
Yeah, that's exactly right. I know there's I don't know. We'll see what happens this year. I think I don't know what their plan is for the future for streaming services and stuff like that, but so it may be the same. It may not be. I don't know what's going on for next year yet. But all I know is the Cats are here to stay, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
I'm excited for it too.
Can't wait.
And next time I have you on, Tyler, we'll do some special because what I wanted to do when you came on is I had all these videos. I have them downloaded. Some highlights of your games and, all that stuff I had downloaded, but I didn't know if Brian was going to make it. I seen Coach O'Neill coming in, and I said, I didn't know where this show was going to go tonight. You know what I mean? Then I see you popping up. I said, oh, my God, I got Tyler. So I got to go live. I got to get Tyler on here.
Gotcha.
Then finally Brian became my co-host, so I have no idea.
Some of us have an hour drive from work, so that's why I just got here. So.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't want you to miss Tyler Kulka, man. I didn't want you, he's a busy guy, so I didn't want to miss him.
I appreciate it.
All right, Brian.
Well, I'll definitely come on with you guys again. We'd love to come back.
Love it, Tyler, man. We'll have you on, like I said. Sorry, Brian.
We'll hit you up for another episode when it gets closer to the season.
Of course, would love to be on. I'm excited.
All right.
It's super nice to meet you guys, and thank you for having me on.
Yes, Tyler, and I'll get those. I have highlights of you, man, and everything with the Lunkers and the Cats, and I will get them up there. I got like these. I special made these videos. Ask Brian. I make videos all the time.
I have pictures loaded to show too, and it was spur of the moment, so it is what it is. We'll be ready next time.
Yeah, we'll be ready.
Sounds good.
All right, Tyler, and later I'll get a hold of you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Of course, guys. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's been a blast. Well, I'll definitely come on again. Just let me know.
All right, we'll have Tyler Kulka part 2, man.
All right, sounds good. It'll be a great part 2.
Kulkamania part 2.
Yes, sir. Kulkamania lives on. I love it.
All right, I love you, man, and thanks for coming on.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. See ya.
Yep. Oh, Brian.
That was cool.
Yeah, I didn't know where this show was going on. Well, first Coach O'Neill of the Harbor Monsters,
right.
He popped up real quick, and I thought, well, I better catch him. Next thing I know, Tyler's coming on. So I figured, I better just get him on here before I knew you were going to be coming, but it's going to take a little time for you to get on. But I wanted to catch him, so I caught him. And I have these other things for the Harbor Monster stuff, the all kinds of different stuff here. But I didn't want to actually do anything with Tyler on. I mean, he's
Right.
with the
Yeah.
Cats.
Yeah. Might as well grab him while he was in the green room. So I mean, that's understandable. So
Yep. Don't we
maybe
too,
maybe
Brian? Don't
coach thought it was the next hour. He might pop up in what 45 minutes or so.
I'm looking for him. I'm pretty sure. I'm
35
not
minutes.
sure, but I'm pretty sure he probably will. I probably think he will probably be popping up.
He might have thought that the time zones were different or whatever.
Yep. I did a little video there of the. I got some Harbor Monster stuff here. I can go ahead and show. I
Oh, you
started.
did?
I started adding like a little like lightning to some of the videos and stuff. That's their new logo, Brian. What are you
Okay,
thinking
so
on that?
they're claiming that that's AI, that's not actually their logo. That's the latest
This
I've heard.
really?
Yes, that is
Ah,
not team. In other words, it's not team issued. It's not the official logo. That's somebody just concoct that with AI last night when it came down that, or yesterday when it came down that the Harbor Monsters are, I guess, under investigation by the TAL, and their head coach is suspended indefinitely. Then, like an hour or so later, the AF1 came out with a statement saying that the Duluth Harbor Monsters are now becoming the Minnesota Monsters, of the AF1, but there's no logo on the press release. A fan actually posted this
this is
as
not
far
an
as I've been told.
this is not an official logo. This is just a fan logo.
That's the rumor. I don't know, you know, for what
Wow.
it take it for what it's worth. I don't know. I mean, I've read where it's a fan logo, and
I can't believe that. I
I
was
don't know.
it took me a couple days to get used to it. Now I'm getting used to it. Now I'm finding out that it could be fake. It could be not a
Yeah,
real. Oh my god. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on with what happened with the Arena League and Coach O'Neill there, and
they
I
they were
was
saying
wondering.
that he attended some games that he wasn't supposed to. That he was already, uh, I guess on suspension or whatever, and that couldn't have any contact with any of the players. And he went on Shady Sports Network
Oh
immediately
yeah.
after that statement was released by TAL, and voiced his side of what was going on. And pretty much during that show was when the AF1 released their statement saying that they're, you know the team is actually becoming the Monsters, the Minnesota Monsters, for the AF1 next year. So
Well, yeah, I watched. Did you see the interview with Shady Sports Network?
yes. Mm-hmm.
What did you think about? He didn't act very happy, did he?
No, but I mean that, that he couldn't. I guess at that time he couldn't say that they were jumping ship. He did say at the very end to keep an eye out for the team. And I'm personally, if you ask me, I think the AF1 jumped the gun. It wasn't supposed to be released. That press release wasn't supposed to come out yesterday, but because of what transpired from the TAL, I think that instigated the press release earlier than what they anticipated. So I think that has a lot to do with how everything went down yesterday, and it wasn't supposed to follow how they wanted to announce it.
Yeah. It's I wanted to hear his take on it though. I wanted to actually just see what he had to say. You know what I mean? I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure. I got some of this stuff here that was on Facebook. Same team, same place, same community, bigger, badder monsters.
Yeah, they did say in the statement that they are staying at the deck. The what is it? The Duluth Entertainment Convention Center
Yeah,
or something to that effect. The
yeah,
DECC.
yeah, the deck there. Yeah, they're still going to be at the same place,
Yeah,
same
looks
location.
looks like a nice arena. I mean, you know
Yeah,
it
it
serves
is
a
a nice
purpose.
one.
I just hope that they can hang nets, because you got to realize the TAL doesn't even have goalposts hanging from the ceiling.
No,
So I would assume they've already looked into hanging nets and goalposts, in that building that they've never done before.
Yeah, they're going to have to now. They're part of AFL,
Right.
right?
AF1.
Or I mean AF1. Here's one of their signings. He has already been there. I mean,
Yeah,
Javante
recent.
Johnson. Yeah, he's already been there. So Minnesota Monsters.
Yep.
But I still like this logo here, Brian.
Yeah,
It's more of a
that one is a good, that one is a good one. I was hoping that with the some of our fans out there might not know, in 1998 the PIFL had a team in Minnesota called the Monsters uh, in our league, and they only played half of their games due to financial uh, situations that they had there. So they ended up folding in the middle of the year. And so the first thing I heard when I thought of when I saw the Minnesota Monsters was the 1998 team, you know, which had a
yeah,
very cool logo, very cool helmet. You know, the monster was right on the front with wings on both sides. You know,
yeah, yeah.
on
Remember
the helmet.
you sent me a picture of it. I kind of liked it.
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of liked it, but I got used to that logo there, and I kind of oh,
never
look
know.
at
It could be. I mean, it's all rumors right now. I mean, you would think that if that was the logo, they would have included on the press release, but you know, things have been known to leak out and been incorrect, and then you know, the official one comes out and it's different. So we shall see.
I know, Brian. I got a little. Let's check this new lane. Look at how I did the video. Now I did a video. I added something a little bit to it. See if you like it.
Okay.
You like the lightning?
Oh yeah.
There's the fake logo.
That's cool.
Ah, Brian. I hope that ain't the fake logo. A fake logo. I hope it's real. I hope it ain't something. There's
I don't know.
two.
So, some some people I was talking to said it was satanic because of the horns and the
Yeah, well,
you know
that's what I was gonna say. The old logo was more playful, more. This
just
thing seemed to have like some kind of, I don't
demonic.
know, demonic ramifications or something to it. I really don't know if it is or not, but it's got that kind of look to it, more of a fantasy type
Yeah, I
thing
mean, I
logo.
don't know. Time will tell. I mean, eventually they're going to release the official logo and colors, so we shall see if that's going to be it or not.
Geez, I hope so. I hope it's something. I'd rather have something different than that, to tell you the truth. All I got here shows the champions a little bit, a couple more. I like that logo though.
Yeah, that was a good one. Harbor Monsters was just a mouthful to say, so they needed really to shorten it up like they did.
Yeah, I know the Duluth Harbor Monsters is from Minnesota. Is quite a
Yeah,
lot to say. But they won 2 championships and now they're in AF1. So I mean,
yeah.
it'll be more competition for Tyler Kulka.
Of course, they go with the whole state, instead of the cities. So just like Kentucky went, the Barrels went with the whole state. The Monsters are going with the whole state of Minnesota. So I mean, I can see the trying to spread their wings, with that.
Yeah. Plus, I wanted to get down to the bottom of what happened. I don't know why. I mean, I thought everything was good in the Arena League. I didn't realize there was such bad blood there. But the way the interview went on Shady Sports Network they didn't part on very good terms.
Yeah, I mean, well, of course he was indefinitely suspended. So who would be happy about that, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be smiling about being
No,
indefinitely, suspended. So that's
I
not a
just
happy time.
I just found my notes, the questions I had for Tyler. Kulka.
Oh, now you found your notes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. I had all these in downloads that I was going to show when Tyler came on the show, but it never came to be because I had these ones already downloaded because we were doing the show on the monsters there, and then in between introducing them, Coach O'Neill pops through. I thought for sure we're going to have Coach on, but he might, like you said, might pop on here in a little bit, but I didn't know what I was going to do. I had a couple other Harbor Monsters wanted to come on. Valley Spruce, he was a Harbor Monster, and another one. But I said, well, we'll have you on. I said, we'll have you on. We'll have another show.
Just space them out. That'll give us guests for future episodes, you know.
Right. Yeah.
No, there was one thing that I don't know if you had seen the clip of. I was watching it live on YouTube when it happened. So Tyler threw a touchdown pass while he was an Ozark Lunker. Might have been the first game. It was against Duluth. And the wide receiver, you know, you see all those famous AFL greatest catches over the wall, lands on the back on the concrete on the other side of the wall, right?
Yep.
They have an iconic one now in the TAL where the player actually jumped up, caught the ball, fell over the wall, landed in the women's restroom. Literally through the door of the women's restroom.
Oh, my God.
First time ever, you know, in 34 years, 35 years that indoor arena football has been around. I've never seen a player end up in the women's restroom.
No, I've never seen it. I've never seen something like that. Would have been fun to watch, though.
Yeah. If I can get the clip, if I can figure out how to record the clip and then upload it on here, it is a spectacle to see.
We will definitely do that, man. It sounds good. But I'm searching other players out from the AF1 and, you know, all the leagues. The Arena League, NAL. I had a couple guys come on from the NAL. I was trying to get a hold of Coach. Oh,
I don't know if you'd notice I changed my tagline at the bottom of the screen. So to explain that, when they had the the schedule release for the NAL, the commissioner and Jim on inside the walls, I made a comment question in the chat room, and I think it was Jim that called me the super fan down in Louisiana. And several times previously, Sam Shady on Shady Sports Network has mentioned me as being a super fan also. So I figured, okay, well, everybody's calling me this nickname, so I guess, you know, you don't give yourself a nickname. People assign you a nickname, so I guess that's what I'm going to go by. You know?
There you go. Yeah, hey, it's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's going to fly, let it fly.
Right.
Super fan, you know, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I don't know. I will definitely get back with Coach O'Neill, though, on that. I think, well, for one thing, too, you know, if you're going to have a guest on, too, you've got to make sure you're friends on Facebook when you're doing StreamYard, because it just won't go through. I don't know what it is. I've tried with other players and stuff, but it won't let you. They'll come on, but they'll click back off or whatever. You have all kinds of technical difficulties with that. I don't know why or what it is, why that does that, but I was happy to get Tyler on here, man. I was.
He might be coming back.
We will definitely get Tyler Kulka back on here. So like we said, we will get those down, you know, videos, highlights and stuff like that. You know what we got to do on the Rougarou podcast too? We got to get some Rougarou players on.
Oh, I'm sure we will, especially next week.
Yeah, we got to. I see there's 2 signings by the Rougarou.
Guess what just came in the mail?
Oh,
Shady Sports Network stickers that I ordered.
Oh, yeah, cool. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He gave me a shout out on this show Saturday, so I figured since it just came in the mail, I might as well open it up on the show here. So
Thank you,
But
Sam Shady. We love you, man.
yeah, to get back to the Roo, like you were saying, yeah, they did have a press release yesterday announcing that they're going to have a big press conference October 1st at noon, this coming Wednesday in Bossier City at Brookshire Arena to announce, different things about the team coming up. They're going to be pre-selling season tickets, get to meet the players, get to meet the staff, get to meet the owner, the head, the coaching staff too, the front office staff. So we
We
might have
definitely
to
got.
do a show Wednesday.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, sounds good to me. I'm working on some different way to do videos, and I'm looking at different. I'm trying to come up with a really cool thumbnail for the Roo Roo podcast, but I don't want something cheesy. I don't want something. I'm trying to go advance it something cool, but I don't know how to go about it. It's going to take me a little time, but when I do our videos, I'm going to try to get some lightning in there. I got lightning behind me now, a little lightning just for, just for the fun of it, something different. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I mean, right now I have my book cover designer, I guess you'd want to call it. He does my media guides and my Atari books, front cover, back cover, and spine. I have him working on cover for the media guide for the team for next year. So I might be able to ask him based upon what he's coming up with, spitball it by him and see what he can come up with for the show, because
that would be cool.
He's really good as far as designing, so he might have a creative thought to come up with something for you.
Yeah, check it out. Do that, Brian, because I'm not, I'm doing this off the top of I'm not trained for this stuff. So if I do it,
Me neither.
So I'm trying to do something that looks good, but I don't want it to look, and it's hard because sometimes the more I do it, the more I make mistakes. So the best thing to do is do one, look at it, send it to you, let you check it out, see what you're thinking, and go from there, because I don't want, it's easy to make a mistake. I'm telling you, it's so easy to make something look cheap or clumpy or goofy.
Well,
or over cluttered.
Your pictures look good. It's always the time is wrong, because you always get the time zones backwards.
So. I don't know why I do that. I've been doing this with you for quite a while now, and for some damn reason, I'll get them crisscrossed. I don't know why I do that.
You always 1 hour ahead of me. So.
I'm like a picture of myself down there where you're at, and you're up here. I don't know why I do that.
Because it's 6:40. It's 6:45 right now here, and it's 7:45 where you're at. So
yeah, it's weird, ain't it? How come I do that? I don't know. I got to knock it off. You're gonna have to.
It's all good. You'll get it one day.
I hope so. Well, it was so far. It was a good interview with Tyler Kulka. It was awesome to have him on here finally. I drove him nuts. I kept saying, "Tyler, we're going live." Every time we'd go live, I'd get a little message. I'd say, "Tyler, we're going live, my friend." He would say, "Okay." Next thing I know, he wouldn't either show or he'd be busy or something would come up. Tonight, I got him. I said, "You know what, Tyler, we're going live."
Yeah.
Next thing I know, he popped up down here on the bottom, and I said, "You know what? If Brian's going to be a little late, that's too bad. I'm going to get Tyler Kulka on here, man. There's no way I'm going to miss him."
Yeah, I was trying to sign in. That's why I sent you that message. But I was going to make it one way or the other. So.
Oh, I knew you would. I knew you'd make it. But I tried to get him. I had other players coming on, and Coach O'Neill there. I know he's anxious to get on here. I don't know. We've got something to say. I'd love to talk to him about the Harbor Monsters and stuff, because I'm a fan. I love the Harbor Monsters, and I like to hear his story.
You want to end this episode and then contact him and then see if we can come back in 15 minutes. He might be thinking it's 7:00 his time, our time.
Yeah, we can do that. 6. All right then, Brian. Thank you for coming on, and
all right,
Tyler Kulka, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler.
Yep, it was a great episode. You will be great with the Nashville Cats, and thank you everyone for coming on the Sports Network around the leagues tonight. I appreciate you, and thank you for subscribing. And don't forget to go to the NALshop.com and get your merch. Watch Inside the Walls and
Shady Sports Network.
Shady Sports Network. Yep. Keep watching Sam. All right, Brian, I'm going to play our trailer and we'll head out of here and I'll see if I can make my contacts.
Okay. Just let me know.
I will. Oh. I don't know why that does that. It works crystal clear everywhere else, but when I do it on the show, it starts to stagger around everything else. All right, later, buddy.
Oh, wow. Later.